is going to set it up. Do this and X. So we get this like shell with the yeah, that zero is the placeholder. It's that zero or that one. That's zero. So instead of having like because you're adding these numbers together. So it's if I want to do I did the 6.1. You're looking for this one? Yeah. That one. So I was so 0. So you're on 1.1. You're adding 1.1 to 0.29. That's because that was like 0.1. This is 0.0. So you don't have 0.0. Well, if you just add this together, so 1.0. 1.0. Yeah. This 0 and this 0 are the same thing, but if it's a 1 and a 0, you plug in everything 1. So 1.1 plus
Okay, because I got this, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so I'm it's because I multiplied these two. I got that really big number.
So,
Oh, no, dude. Once you multiply both sides by 7.81,
oh, yeah, no, not that one. On top. Sorry.
No. You multiply both sides by 7.81.
This 0 is a placeholder for the 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you multiply by the denominator, it just goes away.
You know the
thing on top is dead. You kill the thing on the bottom. It's not still there.
Okay.
You always return the column and then add this number.
I'm going to slowly catch up to you guys.
You always have to put these numbers. It's negative 1.0, it's going to be negative 1.9. You have to have all of these numbers. Yeah, and then this is just the final number. The last one. Yeah, so just be careful. Yes.
Oh, you are?
I know the first one but I'm on the other. I'm just they are. They're really bad. This is not it's been a long not really fast.
So have you heard of Potter? Yeah.
I read the first one.
All right, guys, there's all the answers to the first one. The first problem. Which one? Yeah, when you look at negative 0.96.1685, right? 1 minus that. Yeah, that's the wrong side. The whole thing is 1. 1 minus to get the other side. Now, real quick. This is one of the lamest shortcuts ever, but I'm still going to show it to you. The area that's above negative 0.96 is the same as the area that's below positive 0.96 because of the symmetry. So if we go above negative 0.96, it's the same as the area below 0.96. So if I ever have a z greater than something, I just look at the opposite side of this. If you look up 0.96 in the z-score chart, what do you get? You get freaking, what do you got? 0.8315. which is the answer. That's, if you don't understand it, it's fine. It's not going to save you a ton of time. But it is a nice little shortcut, so you don't have to do 1 minus stuff. If you have no idea what I just said, but you got this answer, you're fine. Because it's just a shortcut, who cares? I love it. Is everybody cool with all the ones on the first one now? Everybody's cool with that? Okay, okay. So this one, what goes in the middle of all these pictures is going to be 31.64. So please, dear God, 27.2, you can't just put it anywhere. Seems like some people believe that. And then their answer freaks them out or they do wrong things. 27.2 is down here somewhere. And I want the probability is less than that. Well, let me make that into a z-score. There we go. And now I've got to make that one into a z-score. Before I can use the z-score chart, I need a z-score. It makes too much sense. I love it. So how do I make that guy into a z-score? I have no idea where I'm from now. So what do you guys get for that z-score?
0.2843.
No, for the z-score. Negative point 73? No. Listen. Yeah, 5, 6 sounds good. So, I picked up the one instead. Poor little thing. Alright, let's do this. What surprises me, what have I done wrong? Let me do something wrong. You ready? 27.2, already done something. Minus 31.64 divided by 7.81. Yay! What did I do wrong? Yeah, PEMDAS, thank God, right? I'm supposed to do the subtraction first because I got to do the top first. Parentheses, 27.2. So yeah, negative 0.57, right? Negative 0.57, which leads to an area of, I think you said it earlier.
0.28.
Yeah, 0.2843. Please, for God, make it really clear what the answer is. Because you're going to have word kind of all over the place. If I have to hunt for the answer, I might get tired and just take points off. Here we go again. We got 31.64. I want more than 53 minutes, this poor person. Of course, I get here at freaking 5:30 in the morning. I have no problem finding a parking spot. Yay! That's the one per the one. So again, how do I do this? I make it into a z-score so I can use the z-score chart. Why exactly am I allowed to use the z-score chart? Yeah, because it says it's approximately normally distributed. So I'm allowed to use the z-score chart. So I make the z-score, 53 minus 31 z-score, divided by 7.81. What z-score do you guys get? Say it again, sorry? 2.73? And then you look that up, and 0.9968, where's that go? I love the person that does this. 0.9968. I'm like, holy crap, how do you fit all that shit right there? This is 0.9968. That makes visual sense. So what's my answer? 0032. Kick ass. And of course, again, if you looked up negative 2.73, you get the answer directly. But that's not that impressive a shortcut, really. And then here's the one that you've got to do, sort of like part C up here. I've got my 31.64, I got my 15.5, and my 29.5 really jammed in there. So I got to get 2 z-scores. Somebody help me out. What z-score did you get for 15.5?
Negative 2.066.
2.07?
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, what about 29.5?
Negative 2.7.
0.27?
Yeah.
And then, of course, You never subtract z-scores, because again, that changes where you are in the picture. You're answering a different problem. Then you look up the areas and subtract those. That's what makes physical sense. So below negative 0.27 is, what did you guys get? 0.27.
3936.
3936, I like it. And below negative 2.07, 0192, I like it. And when you subtract those, you get 3744. Kick ass. Kick the ass in. How's everybody doing so far? You guys all right? I mean, the fact that a chart exists make these problems relatively easy. It's just you got to get used to the process. I love part B. Now, real quick, somebody, I think this was on the warm-up problems we did. If you look at your warm-up sheet, I put an M here so that the first day we didn't get freaked out about Greek letters. But I made you solve this for X. So this is a beautiful formula if I know everything except Z. But if I know everything except X, I'd much rather have a formula I could use that solve for X already. So how do I solve this for X? What's the first thing I want to get rid of?
Multiply the denominator.
Yeah, stupid denominator. Da.
Add mean.
Yeah, and then I add the mean. Now watch this. You're not allowed to have notes on your formula sheet. But what does a z-score tell you? It tells you the number of these that away from this to get to this. The number of standard deviations from the mean to the data point. It's a statement. It's an English statement sitting on your formula sheet. I can't do shit about it. As long as you can read it, you got a note. So, because remember, what question am I going to ask on every test? What does a z-score tell you? And you got to say it's the number of standard deviations from the mean to the data point. And that says that. That's kind of crazy. So what I got to do is, where's the 14th percentile, of course? Over here somewhere. I like it. Here's 31.64, which is 0 z-score. What z-score relates to 0.14? Yeah, it sounds right. If you look up 0.14, the closest you get is 1401. So you get a z-score negative 1.08. So what I'm trying to figure out is, what's that time that it relates to? Well, now I have a formula that solve for x is going to be the mean plus negative, so minus 1.08 of these. So if you do that, what do you guys get? Is everybody cool with that? This is another formula we're going to have on our formula sheet. We can use it wherever we want to. And then whatever the hell you get there. Yeah, because we want to know x. We're going to do all the opposite shit from before. I like it. Those are kind of like inverse functions. Oh, no. That's why one has division, one has multiplication. What do you guys get?
23.2052.
Dude, all right. So if it took you that long per week to find a parking space, then you're doing pretty well. I have no idea. Well, you guys all get here early, so you have no problem. At least on Mondays and Wednesdays. If you get here around 10, oh shit. Anyway, it's true for teachers too, trust me. Alright. I personally think that I can answer these questions.
Can you say that statement again?
Yeah, it's what does the z-score tell you? The number of standard deviations from the mean to. So how do I get to a data point? I start at the mean and I go this many of these. That's how I read that in English. Yes. Oh, so it was 14th percentile, so 0.14 below it. 0.14, the closest I can get is 1401. And what z-score is at? Negative 1.08. But see, 0.14, it looks like a z-score. But you got to tell yourself, I'm the human. These are numbers. They do what I want. 0.14 is not a z-score. It's an area. So I got to look it up in the body. That's where areas are. But it looks like a z-score. So if you're not careful, you're going to look at it out here. You're getting all kinds of wrong shit. All right. So what I was going to say earlier is I think that's enough for today. So that pretty much means we're done. Because if you don't think so, too bad. The quiz, don't forget. First thing Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to put the formulas on the